It ain't easy, I gotta tell you. Every single morning, getting up early to see Teresa. Sometimes I'm going to bed late. I get so, hooked on TV, quite honestly. We've talked on our show before about our oral health affects our overall life. The effect of your oral health is so important. Our next guest made a very interesting career transition after almost 30 years as a successful dentist. Dr. Bruce Sofferman now specializes in sleep apnea. Bless you for doing that. TMD and oral facial pain, and he's the owner of Sofferman Sleep Solutions. He's joined by two patients, Regina Fortino and Bill Halligan. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you,
and thank you for waking up on time to be here.
Thank you.
I tell you, I personally have some miserable sleep patterns, and we can talk about that as we go on. But what was it after 30 years as a successful dentist that you all of a sudden decided to go back to school for like 7 years to specialize with sleep situations? How did that happen?
Well, I was seeing patients, and the normal things that we would do for a patient wasn't working. I'd see all of a sudden a patient that came in a little depressed, a patient that in the morning was very tired. In the afternoon, they were falling asleep possibly. You'd ask them, and they'd say, I don't know what's going on. I can't even stay up during a long light. I can't sleep at night. I have headaches. I'm depressed. Everything's going wrong. And I say, Jesus, what's happening here? There's got to be a solution. I was fortunate enough to go really all around the nation on a quest of knowledge and really learn from probably the best people in the whole world about sleep, TMD pain, and oral facial pain. And now, here I am.
Now, when we hear the term sleep apnea come up a lot. What's that all about?
Sleep apnea technically means it's a cessation of breath for 10 seconds. And we measure that with a PSG. We send you for a sleep study at a local hospital or sleep center. And per minute, we measure how much you're not breathing. And if you're not breathing at night, it makes you very, very tired. As a matter of fact, people who aren't breathing, they'll just wake up because the brain will wake you. Because if you're not breathing, God forbid, the brain doesn't wake you, there's a reflex, you could pass. And that's what was going on in my office. I'd see young men in their 40s and they have a heart attack. It was hard to understand. Why would they have a heart attack? Why are you depressed? Why are you so tired? What's going on? Why do you have these headaches every morning? And they're perfectly normal people. So that brought me on this quest of knowledge. And then I went ahead and did a fellowship for 2 years in New Jersey, and I just became a teacher. And I'm now a professor in New Jersey of oral facial pain. I teach fellows, and at the same time I do international lecturing. I feel very blessed that I could go back to school and learn all this.
What a difference you're making. But how do you actually diagnose the sleep apnea itself?
We do an extensive exam.
Yeah.
We'll sit a patient down. We'll just talk to them just the way we're talking and see what's going on. And then we'll check their airway. We'll take a lot of measurements. We'll go through a long history. Sometimes my exams are over an hour and a half. And we just come across something that maybe wasn't caught. Because these days, medicine and dentistry, you have to be faster and faster the way the pressure is. And our society, we become a society that we're always trying to chase. It's the economic conditions. Everything became stressful. It's stressful for our kids in school. It's stressful when we get home from work. We became more than one job. You become 2 jobs. I know what it is now because I did dentistry and I went back to school.
We all have to multitask these days.
You're multitasking. No. And you know what? Multitasking causes stress.
Okay.
And it causes issues.
Excuse me, let me just check with some of your patients here. I believe where you're coming from, but let's hear from the mouths of some of your patients. Regina, what was it that brought you to Dr. Sofferman?
Well, I had years and years and years of snoring, went and had tried different techniques, different procedures without any success. And I was talking to a friend who was a successful patient of Dr. Sofferman's, raved about him, his work. And the next Monday, I was on the phone to have an appointment with him.
We just have a couple of minutes left, Doctor. So what did you do with her particular case?
We made her an appliance that custom fit to her mouth so she wouldn't snore anymore.
And she's all set.
And it was wonderful. And I wake up, I'm ready for the day. It's great.
Bill, what about you? What was it that brought you to Dr. Sofferman, and how did he take care of your problem?
Well, I met Bruce through my dentist. I was in getting a regular cleaning, and I imagine I must have looked a little run down. And he came in and sat with me for a couple of minutes and asked me about my sleep habits, and I explained that I had been diagnosed with sleep apnea. And he asked how I was tolerating the machine, the CPAP machine, and I told him that I just could not wear it.
So you took it off and you got rid of it, didn't you? You just put it away. It's like the hearing aid you're not going to use. You put it in the closet.
It's down in the basement now. So yeah, he made me up the the oral appliance, and it's been great.
So you guys are both sleeping. How many hours a night are you averaging?
Well, I have 3 kids, so I probably get about 6 or 7.
I get
but they're
8.
good hours.
We
So-
made him the
Wonderful.
sleep appliance, and then what happened? You got tested 2 weeks later. They sent you back to the
Yep,
sleep lab.
Yep, and they said that it was very under control.
all
Everything was
is
Have you
good.
got an
It was
appliance
clear.
that we can take a look at real
I
quickly
do.
there? That'd be great. Can we get a shot of this?
And I could show you how easy it is to put on. I could.
Yeah. Okay. All right. They're right in your mouth. That looks nice. That's good.
We all look beautiful when we go to bed.
Oh, believe me, I already wear something when I go to bed. It's nothing I can talk about here on the program. Hey, just real quick, doctor, before I let you go. Insurance, does insurance cover this stuff?
Medicare accepts this. Medicare accepts this 100% covered, and we work with all the different medical companies. Yes.
Okay.
And you know, you need a CPAP. If you're CPAP intolerant or non-compliant, that's the key. If you have a machine and you're not wearing it, it's like having a great car, but you know your tire is going to get flat because the inner tube is broken.
You got to fix it. Hey,
you got to fix it.
Excuse me, real quick, because I know we got to wrap up. You do like open house things. Can you tell us
Yes,
a bit about
yes.
that?
On Wednesday, late afternoons, because people work, and
Yep.
then Thursday, early mornings, just call. We have open houses. We'll run you through. We'll talk to you.
No
We'll try-
pressure, no
no
stress.
pressure, no
Open
stress,
house, it's
no
no
cost,
charge for that?
no cost.
Come in and ask questions.
You know, this is all about making lifestyle differences for people.
And you'll
That's
get-
what I went back to school for.
All right, you're going to sleep a lot better, folks. Sofferman Sleep Solutions, a mouthful. I got to get some sleep. It's located in Derby. Call 203-734-6000. Or real simple, visit soffermansleep.com. Thank you so much. We'll
Thank
talk
you.
off the air, but
God bless.
I'm really looking forward to getting some rest.